Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Miguel Moraita, and today I'm going to be explaining my final project for my International Business Environment class. Okay, so this project is going to focus on mainly five themes. These are the business persona, choosing your clients, analyzing environments, business in Mexico, and the Mexican expansion. I'm going to be explaining further on what these topics are all about as I go on with the presentation. Okay, so first we have designing your business persona. What I'd like to start with defining what is a business persona. This mainly refers to what what components makes you a company. So, for example, the vision, the mission, all the values that you have as a company. So, for example, here we have the company that we created for our project, the mission, the vision, and the values that it has. So, for example, for mission, it says we offer our clients a satisfactory experience thanks to our trust, integrity, and commitment when using our services. For the vision, we have to be one of the best companies that offers an excellent and high quality service with a committed team that will always provide an optimal solution to what our clients need. And for values, we have respect, integrity, honesty, commitment, and professionalism. The service that we offer, so for example, market studies, consumer reports, purchases and subcontracting, and global internationalization plans. And for the details with the factors that the Mexican company should have in mind in order to do business with countries that are from other countries. So, for example, we have Europe in here, and we have different facts to have in mind when doing business with this kind of countries. So, the second topic is choosing your clients. In this topic, we have some specific information facts that we must always have in mind when it comes to selecting our clients. So, for example, we always have in mind the business, administrative, and contact information, introduction and strategy, business concept, management and ownership, and current customer and projects. These are some examples of what the company needs to have in order to be successful. Because if we do not have information on what the company does and what it sells, then we are most likely to not have any success in the business world. So, for example, for the two companies that we chose, we have this one called Most Jeans, and it is a Colombian company and main focus on denim jeans. They have been there for more than 7 years, and people behind the brand have more than 25 years of experience. Their main focus on denim jeans, and they have good value for money, and they have become known through social media, which is TikTok. And for our second company, which is the Mexican one, we have one called Forever Gifts, and they were founded in Mexico on March 2020 after falling in love with the idea of helping people to celebrate their love through unique details and that last a lifetime. They are dedicated to the sale of gift items such as flowers, necklaces, which are very striking to give on a special date. So we have some examples of what they sell here. Here are some like crystal flowers and some bears that are made out of roses. The third team is analyzing respective environments. So this mainly focuses on analyzing what the markets are and what are some of the most important facts to have in mind when it comes to doing business with that other country. We have to have in mind some specific facts in order to do the business. So, for example, here we have the analysis of the current Mexican business. We must always have in mind the political, economic, legal system, as well as foreign direct investments. How is the Mexican peso doing? Mexico's culture, employment practice, and minimum wage. These are some crucial facts to always have in mind when it comes to doing business in Mexico, because if we do not have any knowledge of how the market works in a foreign country, then we will not be successful when doing business with that country. As for the Colombian one, here are some facts that are mainly similar to the ones in Mexico. So political, economic system, how foreign direct investments work, how is their currency, relevant environment regulations, and their employment practices. These are a little bit similar to what we know as the macroeconomic environment. So we have an example here of what the macroeconomics are all about. So the whole economy, inflation, employment, agreed demand, and productive capacity of economy. These are all interesting facts that we must always have in mind before thinking about doing business with other countries, so we can be prepared and we can know what to expect. The fourth theme is doing business in Mexico. This mainly refers uh, to what is known as a SWOT analysis of the Mexican market. Companies must always have in mind this kind of analysis because it will help them to understand better the situation of a foreign market that is not their own. So, what SWOT stands for are strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Um, these are all into the um, inner and outer part of the market, if we want to call it that way. So, for example, we have here a SWOT analysis of what the Mexican market is. So, for strengths, we have the geographic location. It is also one of the best economies. It has the first place in economic units nationwide. It has cheap labor and large consumer market. But when it comes to weakness, it has lack of innovation, poor financial management, a lot of globalization and corruption, unfortunately. For the opportunities, we have good consumer goods, technological advantage, infrastructure and engineering, and also the aeronautics. And then also when it comes to threats, we have a terrible money decrease, the government, and the high insecurity that has been going around in the country. Moving on, finally, to our last term, it's the Mexican expansion. So things that the foreign company must always have in mind um, if it wants to expand their territory. So the relationship between demographics and purchasing power that that country is it favorable for the Mexican company? It definitely is favorable because due to the statistic, we found out that the articles offered for this company are very attractive and their price is in accordance with the product that they offer. It is also very favorable to expand in this country since there is a large population that may be interested in this product when it comes to denim and all the jeans that the Colombian company has to offer. How do foreign direct investment work in that country, and if there are any physical incentives for a client? The importance of this um, is that based mainly on the fact that it's directed in the economy towards the creation of employment, to increase production, to the contribution of foreign currency, and towards the increase of the reception of technology. They also have intensive incentives to keep their customers satisfied, which are essential for any company. And finally, what to expect about local hiring practices, employment benefits, minimum wage standards, and also the role of labor unions. Honestly, they should not have too many expectations about it because the labor force here is very poorly paid and they have to work hard without good reward. So the expectations should not be so high because due to the bad situation that the country is facing right now, the minimum wage is very bad and they do not have that much luck in these times. And that would be all. Thank you so much for your attention. And I apologize if in advance if at some points I did not make myself very clear. I'm not very good at videotaping myself when it comes to presenting this kind of projects, but I did my best and I tried to make everything very clear. But thanks so much.